Hi there everyone, this is Adrien, the exercise specialist at the Leduc Beaumont Devon Primary Care Network. Today I'm going to be showing you guys an exercise routine for fall prevention. I will be using the exercises as found in the Finding Balance Fall Prevention handout. I often use this actual program or similar exercises from it for a lot of my patients that are dealing with either concerns with their balance, or if they have significantly weak overall physiology or functionality, or at times if I'm not quite comfortable with someone performing too intensive resistance training. I often find this is a very good place to start to help someone either with their fall prevention or overall help them with improving their overall functionality. So this whole routine will take 10 to 15 minutes to complete. If you have any concerns with your balance, and you plan on performing any form of physical exercise, this program or otherwise, I would recommend having someone with you to assist you with the exercises, just to help prevent falls or potential risk of falls. Once again, as always, please warm up before exercise. I have a video on the channel that will take you through a basic warm-up. If you have your own warm-up that you prefer to do, that is totally fine as well. Also, if you are new to exercise, or you're returning to exercise from a long layoff, or you have a medical condition that might make doing physical activity difficult, please consult with your physician prior to beginning any new exercise program. So all you will need for this exercise program today is a chair and an exercise band. Some people call these a theraband. There are lots of different kinds and strength levels and resistances, also known as the tensile levels, as Coach Luna comes and joins me. I'll have another video that I'll be posting as of tomorrow, where I will actually be going through some of the different specifics in regards to different resistance bands, what you can use them for, and do a full body workout with them tomorrow to go into a little more specifics of the bands. So this routine has 9 total exercises. Each of the exercises are done seated with a band, and each of the exercises are expected to be done between 8 to 15 repetitions, depending on how you feel, in a nice controlled tempo manner. Think 2 or 3 seconds out, 2 or 3 seconds in. If you're able to complete 15 repetitions without much difficulty on the exercise, at that point in time, I would recommend adding another set. So instead of doing 1 set of 15, maybe do 2 sets of 10 or 12. Or once you're able to complete all of the movements at that, you might be at a point in time where we could look at increasing the intensity or the difficulty of the workout that you're having to do. So to start off, after you have completed your warm-up, the first exercise is a seated hip abduction. So for that, I'm going to use this circular type of band here. You can absolutely just use a regular band, and you can tie a knot in it. That's totally fine as well. But as I have this is what I'll be using today. So for this, you will take the band, you'll wrap it around both of your knees here. So if you can see there, it's wrapped around my knees. From here, you'll be seated upright. You're gonna have your feet flat on the floor. Hold on to the chair. You're gonna bring your feet off the ground just barely, and your whole goal here is to spread out your knees. Try to get them as far apart as possible. This is called hip abduction, abduction. So this is working all of the external muscles of your hip and your glute muscles. It's a fantastic movement. You see, I'm not going all crazy. It's out, controlled, hold, and back. Out, controlled, and back. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 1 1,000, 2 1,000. So once again, you're looking for 8 to 12 repetitions of these. Another way to make this more difficult is you could use a higher tensile strength in the band also. So that is the first exercise. The next exercise is what's going to be called marching hip flexion. So sorry, I just want to readjust the band there. So the band is at the same spot as was originally, on your knees there. From here, you are going to be seated, And then you're going to do what is called marching. So you'll be upright, you will hold onto the chair there. Thank you, Coach Luna. And then what you do is you're going to do seated marches. So alternating, bring each knee up as high as you can. Try and do 15 repetitions of each leg. See, I'm not running, I'm controlled. Up, hold, down. Up, hold, down. Up, hold, down. Up, hold, down. So this is working all of the muscles on the front of your hip here, right, your hip girdle, that perform hip flexion. So that is bringing your upper leg closer to your torso, shortening the angle within your hip. Up and down, up and down. It's also working one of the 4 main muscles in your quadricep as well. All right. So after that, the third exercise is called toe and heel raises. So for that, we are going to bring the band down to, there's a couple different ways you can do this one. You can put this one mid-shin, or once again, you can put it where you have it on your mid-quad again. Feet are going to be on the ground. Actually, I'll turn my chair sideways for this one here. So here, if you can see my feet there, what we're going to be doing is alternating toe raises with heel raises. Toe raises and heel raises. And with this band here, I'm not letting my legs come together and touch. I'm keeping some tensile resistance on the band, and I go up on my toes, down, raise my toes up. Up on my toes, down, raise my toes up. And up. So this is what's called plantar flexion, when you point your toes down. This is called dorsiflexion, when you bring your toes up. You go up and down, up and down. So back and forth, heels up, toes up, heels up, toes up. Just to show that again from the front here. As you see, I'm still keeping some resistance on the band. I'm not letting my legs come together. Keeping some resistance. Heels up, toes up, heels up, toes up. So try and do 15 repetitions of your heels up and 15 repetitions of your toes up. So next exercise we're going to be doing is what is called seated knee extension. So to work the muscles in your upper quadriceps here. So to work these muscles here, which are very strong, very important muscles to keep nice and strong for your lower body strength. So for this, you'll put the band, as you'll see, around your feet there. This one again, I will turn sideways. You do want to keep some resistance on the band. And from here, one foot stays on the ground, other leg straightens out. Stay roughly upright from the side up and back. And you'll do 8 to 15 repetitions on that side. And you see, nice and controlled. I'm not going like this, crazy. It's nice and controlled. Nice and controlled. See, with the wrap around my ankles, the further out I go, the harder it is. It's really working all the muscles on the top of your leg there, all those quadricep muscles. And then once you do 8 to 15 repetitions, then switch sides to your other leg. Same thing, 8 to 15 repetitions. Trying to stay nice and upright, nice and controlled. Nice and controlled. 8 to 15 repetitions on both sides. So, next exercise we'll be doing, exercise number 5, is called the shovel exercise. So for that, we're going to move on to our standard elastic TheraBand here. So it's not tied into a knot or anything like that. It's just a standard one. This is actually one from the office, so I give out these exact kind of bands often. So this one called the shovel exercise. It's gonna be the same movement as if you can think of if you're holding a shovel and you're pushing the head of it with your foot into the ground. So just to show you how to do it from the front first, you put the band on your foot, kind of like so. You hold it up nice and high. You bring your knee up as high as you can, other foot on the ground, and you push it down like you're putting a shovel into the ground. Nice, and once again, not like this. Nice and controlled. Nice and controlled. And then you do the same thing on the other leg. Bring it up, support yourself with the other foot, up, push and down. Push and down. To show you guys how it looks from the side. Wrap that band around your foot. Hold it nice and high, as much tension as you want. Obviously, the less tension will be down here because there's less stretch in the band. The more will be up here. And you're bringing the leg up, you're pushing it down like you're pushing a shovel into the ground. Nice and controlled. Once again, not like this. Controlled. And once again, you switch legs. So once again, we're looking for 8 to 15 repetitions on each leg. So the next exercise is what is called shoulder flexion. So shoulder flexion will involve putting the band under your foot here. You can use as much or little resistance as you need. I'll just use one side of the band here. You want to be sitting upright here. You're holding the band in your hand just like this, with it under your foot to stop it. And from here, you're going to raise it up as high as you are capable. If you're only able to go to here, that is totally fine. If you go all the way up, fantastic. The further you go, obviously the bigger resistance on the band, the higher the tensile strength, and the more difficult it will be. So this is once again 8 to 15 repetitions per side. I'm nice and controlled. I'm not going like this. It's nice. Up, hold, down. Up, hold, down. Once you have done your 8 to 15 repetitions, you switch sides. Same thing. Up, hold, down. Up, hold, down. Up, hold, down. Just show you guys from the side. Standing on the band. Arm is straight out. Up, hold, down. Up, hold, down. Up, hold, down. See, I'm not rounded over doing this. I'm not overarched. I was nice, upright, my back against the chair. Up, hold, down. My arm is not bent for this. That's a different exercise. Straight, up and down. Working all the muscles on the front of your shoulder and your upper chest muscles there. And then you switch sides once you do your 8 to 15 repetitions. So exercise 7. Now we're going to do one pretty similar to what we were just doing, but with your arm curled. We're going to do a bicep curl with the band to work those bicep muscles. We need to work those muscles. They are important. So I'll show this one from the front and then from the side. So same thing as previously. You're going to be standing on the band. Then you will hold on to the band in your hand there. Arm down at your side. Keep your elbow glued to your side, and then from here, just curling it up and down, 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 up and down. Once you do your 8 to 15 repetitions, then you do the same thing on the other side. Elbow glued to your side, back against the chair, up and down, up and down, up and down. Just to show you guys from the sides. So, standing on the band, back against the chair, once again, not rounded, not overarched, back against the chair, arm is down and straight, holding the band. My upper arm does not move, just from below my elbow moves. So here, up and down, up and down, up and down. See, this upper arm is not moving. I'm not going like this or anything weird like that. Upper arm stays glued to my side. It's just my forearm and my hand that are moving. Up and down. I'm also not going like this. It's controlled. Up, hold, down. Up, hold, down. Up, hold, down. You want to fully straighten your arm and bring it up as high as you can to fully shorten the bicep muscle there, as short as possible. And then same thing for the other side. Next exercise, so exercise 8 of 9, don't worry guys, we're almost there, is the seated row. So the seated row is actually similar to the shovel exercise, except instead of working those lower body muscles, we're working the muscles in your back and in your biceps. So you're going to get into a similar position as the shovel, where the band's under your foot there. This time you're going to leave your legs straight. This time you're going to pull the bands up into you in a rowing motion. You want to try and get those elbows as far back as you can. All the way back. This one, you don't need to alternate on either foot. You can even do both feet at once if you really want to, but I often find supporting your feet with one on the ground will help you balance better. There. Boom, all the way back. Those muscles in your back. Nice and controlled. I'm not going like this. It's nice control, back, hold, and down. Back, hold, and down. Back, hold, and down. For 8 to 15 repetitions. Show you how that looks from the side. In my chair, nice and proper. Bands under my foot. You can lean forward a little bit if you feel you need to, not too much. Here, elbows back as far as I can. If you can only get to here, that's totally fine. But if you can get that little few extra inches, makes the exercise that much better, that much harder. 8 to 15 repetitions. This is working all those muscles in your back, as well as those bicep muscles again. All right. So the final exercise for today is what's called shoulder external rotation. So this exercise works your shoulder muscles, all three of the actual heads of your shoulders, because there's actually 3 muscles in your shoulder, your anterior delt, your medial delt, and your posterior deltoid. So it works all of those, primarily the posterior deltoid, as well as some of the rotator cuff muscles, which are the muscles that are in your upper back there, kind of right behind and beside your actual shoulder there. It helps your shoulder with different articulation movements and stabilization movements in there. So the rotator cuff muscles are very important. And this exercise helps to work a couple of those muscles. So this one, once again, you will be seated. You're going to take the band in both hands. You will then take the band just like this. You want there to be some tension at when you're right here. You don't want it super loose. So there's a little bit of tension here. And then you're going to take this, elbows are stuck to your side. You're just going to rotate your hands outwards. Just rotate your hands outwards. You want to try and keep your forearms parallel with the ground. So I'm not going up here or down here, anything weird. Elbows stay tucked to my side. I'm sitting nice and tall. Here, down, and back. I'm not going like this. It's controlled here, back, and down. Back, and down. Back, and down. Back, and down. This is another one to do for 8 to 15 repetitions. This is a fantastic movement. You don't need much resistance to get a good burn with this one. That's a really great healthy movement to do in general overall. So those are the 9 movements overall for this fall prevention workout that I also use not only for fall prevention but also for some of my more fragile patients. It can be a great warm up as well, or it's just great for someone that needs to do a workout but should be done seated, or we want to try and reduce a lot of the impactful kind of movements. It's a great kind of a workout. Shout out to, once again, to the Finding Balance program for it. It's a great program. I use it or similar variations to it often. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed that today. If you have any questions, feel free to post them below. For the next little bit, the plan is to try and come out with a new video every day from Monday to Thursday. And if you have any questions, like I said, feel free to ask. I am Adrien, the exercise specialist from the Leduc Beaumont Devon Primary Care Network. I hope you enjoyed that workout. Thank you so much and have a great day.